An iconic venue. And set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Keeps it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, it's Berry.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. Looking for the marker. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Hands it off. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Left side, it's Robinson. Dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Caught, it's Skinner. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rides the option, he keeps it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And wings it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Needs it here on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting, keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Third and long coming up. To the air, it's Henderson. He's open on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Trying to take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! And he gets it away.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Skinner. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Skinner. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Barres. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the return, it's Edwards. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Got a man in the middle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. At LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always
picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You know, if you want to run the ball in the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up. And because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Henderson. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes. But when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeps it moving. It's Edwards. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
LSU quick to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pass to 6. Into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. An impressive run from the back. Get some 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen to that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he added the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Hood. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw one first. Lets it fly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt. Can they catch him? Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Turns it upfield. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. LSU right back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Hits the hole. It's Edwards. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Sells to fake. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown LSU! made the grab in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From deep, it's good. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, and he looks for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the ground, it's Edwards. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 10 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Seminoles looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Coleman.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The play fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 30 short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hood. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They're all over him. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right side, it's Skinner. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Oh, pressure's coming. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got a little space. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Solid pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. The short hands. It's Watkins. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hood. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. There he goes. He's got the first down. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. All over him immediately.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, 2nd down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a catch in the end zone for 6. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Second and long here. Was to pass. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down, going to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Delayed handoff. It's Berry. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to slam it in. Swamped immediately.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He got it! And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the fourth quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. He's past the marker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Down wide right, it's Watkins. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best receivers in all of college football. The defense needs to be anticipating the quarterback looking his way.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Rashad Downs going up top. Reels it in. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Tigers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And now I'm just saying one more stop. Come on, guys. We know they're passing the football. We know they got to get to the end zone for them to beat us. We are not going to let that happen. We're going to play deep to shallow, tackle them in bounds. This ball game's over. One more play for this defense.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. How much fun was that? I mean, we just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going